Morning, everybody. I can't believe I'm filming this right now. I think this is going to be the start of a little weekend vlog. It's about 6:30. I should be doing a million other things besides talking to you right now because I still need to get Sydney ready for school. But today is Thursday, February 11th, and today I'm getting ready to go to work. Today is the beginning of my weekend when I get home because tomorrow's Friday and I work from home. So I've got some meetings. I'm going to do some report cards and things like that. So I will be home, and then I've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off. So I thought I would just do a little vlog. I'm currently reading 2 books. Well, technically, okay, so I still have A Court of Mist and Fury to finish. I don't think that's going to happen this weekend. But I'm currently listening to Duke by Default by Alyssa Cole, which I have 4.5 hours left, but I've been listening at 2.5 speed, so I should be able to finish that one today is my hope. Because lately I've been just like taking any car rides, any breaks at school where like the kids are off at like special or something. I've been trying to like listen while I work, so I've been doing that. I also have a ebook started called, I don't remember what it's called. I'll post a picture here. I started on a whim. I'm only like 20 pages in. So we'll see. I've seen amazing reviews, and right now I just kind of don't know what I think about it. So we'll see if I continue those 2 this weekend. I've been participating very heavily in the Black author readathon. I think this weekend technically is Blackathon as well. We're just going to read and see how it goes, and I'll just check in with you along the way. Obviously, we're still in quarantine. We have taken quarantine back to like what we were like in March besides going to work. So basically, we go to work and we live here, and that's basically all we do. So I don't think you'll see too much fun stuff, but we'll just see how it goes. So I will see you guys soon. Good morning, sweet baby. Say good morning. Hi. Are you having breakfast? What are you having? Oh, you're trying to reach your doggy? Do you have banana? Yes, you do. No? Okay. You're grumpy this morning. Why are you so grump? Are you grumpy? Sydney, are you grumpy? Yeah, there's Minnie. She wants to go outside, but she's got to stay inside. Banana. No. Okay, you're being camera shy today? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, wave bye-bye. No. Hey guys, so it's about 9 o'clock and I thought I would do an update sooner, but my day was a bit hectic. We celebrated Valentine's Day today since Valentine's Day is on Sunday. So we did that at school today, and it was just a day. But I did, like I thought, finish A Duke by Default, listening to this on audio. This is the second book in the Reluctant Royal series. In this book, we are following Portia, who is the main character's best friend in book 1. And she takes on this internship in Scotland, trying to like rebrand herself and kind of reinvent herself. And she takes this apprenticeship at a sword making place, which is totally like not her thing. And I thought this was a lot of fun. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I didn't love it as much as I loved the first one. I just felt like the connection was a lot stronger in the first one, and the ending for this one kind of was very rushed and abrupt. I was listening out of nowhere, it was over, and I was like, wait, I feel like there's more. I need more. But I'm still thinking that this series is a lot of fun. Sorry, my dog is barking. And I already downloaded the next book, which is technically a 2.5 like novella. So I already downloaded that. I'm winding down to just like snuggle up in bed at this point. We watched some TV after Sydney went to bed, and I'm about to curl up and I'm going to read the book that I was talking about. Why can't I think of its name? The Idea of You by Robin Leigh, I think. Again, I'll post a picture. This one, I believe I'm going to either use it as a rock star romance or age gap romance, because they do talk about the age difference. It's not a huge age difference, but it's an age difference nonetheless. I think the male character is 20, and I can't remember how old the woman is, but she has a daughter, so I think she's like 33. So it's an age gap, but I don't know if I want to keep it as a rock star or an age gap. We'll have to see. Again, I'm only 20 pages in, so I don't know a whole ton. All I know is this woman, she's divorced from her husband. He's supposed to be taking the girls on a trip to Las Vegas for a concert. And he bails, and she now has to take her daughter and her friends to this concert. And they somehow have backstage passes, and they meet one of the boys in the boy band. And I think they kind of have some sparks. So we'll see. I've seen a lot of great reviews, like I said. So hopefully it's good. So I'm going to end my night doing that. And then tomorrow, like I said, I'm working from home. So I'll squeeze some reading in at some point, right? And yeah, so I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. So it's a little bit before 7, and I just wanted to do a quick check-in before I grab Sydney. She decided not to sleep in today. So today is one of those days where I get to sleep in. I told you I was working from home, so I didn't have to wake up right away. And she woke up early. And the dog did too. So that's been fun. But luckily, she is the type of baby who can wake up early and just like dawdle in her crib and be fine for a little bit. So she's just been hanging out, and I'm going to grab her after I'm done updating you. I'm working from home today. I didn't even bother putting makeup on today because I'm literally just going to be sitting on Zoom for a little bit. So I did pick up my Kindle last night, and I only got to page 64 before passing out. So I didn't get very far, but I'm going to keep trying to read that today. I did think of another book that I do kind of want to read this weekend. I know I'm getting The Nature of Fragile Things in the mail today, and I need to read that for a buddy read. So I'm debating reading that this weekend because I think the chat for that is the 21st. So I should probably read that soon. I have to read that one still, X Talk and The Four Winds, but I'm so invested in the Black Author Readathon that like my brain like doesn't like to deviate away from it too much. So I don't know. The other book that I thought about reading this weekend is The Other Madisons, which is the lost history of President Black Family by Betty Kearse. And this is a memoir written by a woman who is the descendant of an enslaved cook, and rumor has it, based off of oral history, James Madison. And so she is looking into lineage and history, and it just sounds like that would be a perfect read to read over President's Day weekend. So I would like to fit this one in potentially next. And then I meant to show you yesterday. I'm not going to go into a deep dive right now because I will have them in a book haul. But I did just get a bunch of middle grade yesterday. I ordered a bunch of books with my kids when they placed a Scholastic book order, so that way I could take part in middle grade March. I mean, I own a whole bunch already, but I figured these would be really great to like vet to see if I want to put in my classroom. So book haul is coming your way. Even though I'm very limited in buying books this month, there will be a book haul this month. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab Sydney, and I will check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm about to hop on Zoom in a little bit, but I wanted to do a quick update. So as Sydney was playing and eating breakfast and stuff, I was able to get to page 117 in my book. So I think my plan is like when she's awake and like I'm not doing anything, that's when I'm going to read my ebook. And then when she's asleep, that's when I could read my physical book. But one thing that I was also thinking of doing, I don't know why, I don't usually like juggling a whole ton of books, but apparently that's what my brain wants to do. Because I realize I really do need to read like the Nature of Fragile Things. I really do need to read that. So I think hopefully that'll come. But my plan was, so my room, there's some clothes that need to get folded, and then my library is chaotic. So I was thinking when she's napping, I could listen to my audiobook, and I just downloaded the novella to the Reluctant Royal series. And if I listen on 2.5 speed, I should be able to finish that today. Because I'm like obsessed with that series. Like they're not even like they're related because there's people you know from previous books, but like they're not like continually, like you don't need to read one to read the other, but like I'm like addicted and like I just want to read all of them and binge all of them. So I think that's my other plan. Too many books. I have no idea. Look who just joined us on the couch with an onion. Do you have an onion? No, I think you do. I think you do. Do you have an onion? Do you have an onion?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you going to do with the onion? So she likes to go into our little thing where we keep onions and take them out and play with them, which is really annoying because then all those skins and wrappers get everywhere. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go get on Zoom and have a snack soon. What do you think? All right, so like I said, just wanted to do a quick check-in, and I will see you guys later, probably during my lunch break. Say bye. Say see ya. You give a kiss? No. See ya. Hey guys, so it's my lunch and I thought I would do a quick check-in with you guys. Sydney is about to go down for a nap in about an hour, but we got the book mail. So I gave in to the Target buy two get one free sale because I needed a book for my book club that I'm in with Momma LeighEllen from Momma LeighEllen's Book Nook. Before in my other videos I refer to her as her Instagram, but she now has a YouTube channel, so I will link her down below. But this month we are reading The Nature of Fragile Things by Susan Meisner, so I needed this one because we also read The Yellow Wife and we're also reading Four Winds, but we're also reading this one. So I needed this one. I didn't have it yet, and there was a sale going on, so I got this one, and this is the one that I'm hoping to read potentially this weekend. We'll see. And then I got two others. One of them has been like all over the Instagram world anyways. I haven't really seen it over on BookTube, but that is Finley Donovan is Killing It by El Casamano. I'm not 100% positive about what it's about, but I know it's been everywhere. And it says it's murder being a hit mom. And I'm not really sure what that means, but like I said, I've been seeing some really amazing reviews out for it, so I wanted to grab it. And then this other one was basically a recommendation that I saw in Momma LeighEllen's recent video, and I needed to have it like immediately, which is crazy because I have an entire wish list full of lots of things, but this skipped all of it. And that is 50 Words for Rain by Asha Lemmy. I think that this is going to break my heart. It's about a girl, and I believe like her grandma basically abuses her. It's like post World War II. Her her mother has abandoned her, and she's basically living with her grandmother, who is, like I said, abusing her because I think she's part Japanese, part African American, which like her grandmother doesn't tolerate. And I guess like it's just basically her abuse. And I think her brother finally comes into the picture and the abuse kind of lessens, I think, but it just sounded intense and I needed to pick it up. So I grabbed it. It's also a Good Morning America book club, apparently. We'll see. So those are the 3 books that I got. I'm about to eat something and then get back to work. So I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so it's much later. I ended up taking a shower during my lunch break because I just needed to like feel better. Not that I like felt gross, it's just like when you like sit around and do work for a while, it just makes you feel gross. So I took a shower real fast. But I've been doing my report cards, and the one nice thing about being home is I can listen to my audiobook while I work. So I ended up downloading 2.5 in the Reluctant Royal series, which is Once Ghosted, Twice Shy. And it was so cute. I ended up giving it 4 stars. This is the prince's assistant's perspective. And so when she comes to America the first time in book 1, she apparently had a little fling that we didn't know about because she was there for a few days and was on, you know, like not Tinder, but like she was on a dating app and connected with this woman, and they kind of had a thing, and it was only supposed to be for a few days anyways, but the girl that she is interested in kind of ghosts her, kind of like flakes out of nowhere, like was starting to act like she wanted to be serious, and out of nowhere she was like, just kidding, I'm not into this. And so our main character is kind of like, excuse me? I thought we were into each other. And she is now back in America, and they kind of come into contact with each other again, and they kind of have this moment and this day trying to figure out, is there going to be something more between them? Why did she ghost her? And it was just a really sweet story. It's only like a 3-hour audiobook, but because I was listening on 2.5 speed, I was actually able to get through the whole thing. So I really enjoyed it. It's like this series, like I'm addicted to, and I like can't get enough of, and like I want movies of these books. They're so sweet and just perfect, and I love them. And it makes me really badly want to download the next novella, because it goes book 1, book 2, a novella, which is a 2.5, and then there's a 2.6, and then book 3. And I seriously want to download the next one, but we'll see, because I need to have some restraint. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working, and I will check in with you guys later. Hey everybody, so it's now nighttime, obviously, because it feels darker. You can't tell, it's darker. So it's nighttime. We've been catching up on shows. Sydney's been asleep for a long time at this point because it's almost 10 o'clock. I finished The Idea of You. I'll leave that picture that we've been talking about. Hopefully I'll remember. I couldn't stand it. There are so many 4 and 5-star reviews for this book, and I couldn't. It was torture. It was almost 400 pages of torture. I just couldn't. So it's getting 2 stars. If you're looking for a happily ever after type of book, you're not going to get that with this one. I don't even know how to talk about this book without like spoiling the entire thing. It was just, I don't know. Everybody else loves this thing, and there was nothing about it for me to like. I felt like the entire 400 pages was them just complaining about how she's older than him and that he's too immature, and they have to tell her daughter, and it's going to break her daughter's heart, and that was basically the extent of their conversation. So I don't really understand how they were in love with each other, because I never saw the sparks. I never saw the love. So I don't understand. But yeah, so that was a flop. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm sure we have no plans besides doing things around the house. my plan is to hopefully start The Nature of Fragile Things, because I think that chat is so I've got 3 more buddy reads this month, and I think that chat is the first out of the 3. So I definitely want to do that. And then Chloe from Always Booked, Bree from oh my goodness, I'm blanking on her channel name. Well, she doesn't have a channel anymore, but she has an Instagram. I'll link her down below. But I will be hopefully attending their Book Sisters chat, because they are chatting with Brittany C. Cherry tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. So hopefully I will be able to tune into that. But other than that, I don't have many plans. And we're just going to see how the day goes. Hey everybody, so it's about 7 in the morning. Sydney didn't want to sleep in this morning, but that's okay. She's downstairs with Patrick, and I'm heading down there soon as well. I just wanted to do a check-in with you. I think my reading plans, I've been like all over the place with like, what do I read? And I think I have to read this. I've got this buddy read, I think, due the 21st or whatever, next Sunday. I've got Kendra's in mind that Monday, and then the Four Winds has to be read at some point too, so I feel like I just need to bite the bullet and read at least one of them this weekend. So I think I'm going to do this one, then read the Madisons, and then if I have extra time to read X Talk, and we'll see how that goes. And then at some point too, I do have the audiobook for the next book in the Reluctant Royal series. I've got the novella and the 3rd and final book, so I would like to kind of get a head start on that. I don't know, but this is the one that is being read currently. So I'm going to go downstairs for breakfast, and I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so it's about 12 o'clock. We just put Sydney down for her nap, and I thought I would do a reading update. So I did start The Nature of Fragile Things this morning, but I only got to chapter 3, which was only 16 pages. It's really difficult to read physical books sometimes with Sydney because of the fact that, like, she's very adventurous. She really likes to move around and change furniture and do all these crazy things. So I'm constantly, like, looking up and looking back down. So it just wasn't beneficial to a book like this where you actually really need to be paying attention. So I did put that down, and I did pick up a Kindle book, and I picked up Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan, which will fulfill my sports romance box for Black Author Readathon. So I'm about 100-ish pages into that. That story is about a man named August, and he is kind of, when we first meet him, he is about to play in the championship basketball game for a senior year of college. He's expected to go into the draft, and it's the night before, and he meets this girl named Iris, and they kind of have this like instant kind of attraction to each other, and they have a very like good heart-to-heart moment at this bar the night before, and he feels like they are going to like move on and kind of possibly be together. But before that night is over, he tries to kiss her, and she's like, sorry, I have a boyfriend. And it turns out that her boyfriend is like the rival, like one of his like main rivals that he's had since he was like in the 8th grade. And so it just is kind of following their relationship of like coming in and out of each other's lives and things. So far I'm really enjoying it. And then I don't think I actually said what this one's about. This one is about an earthquake. So far, all I know, because like I said, I've only read the first chapter, we meet this woman named Sophie, and she is an immigrant from Ireland, and she had been living in this city, and she marries this guy because she answers his ad in a paper looking for a wife and a mother to his child because he's a widow. So she goes over and she meets him and marries him the exact same day, But in the very first chapter, we're having like this interview because there was a earthquake in California and her husband has gone missing, and they were like, why didn't you come to us sooner? And she's like, because he was on a business trip. Like, I don't know where he was. He could have still been on this business trip. And then there's talk about her home, because when she left with the earthquake to evacuate, her home was still standing, but now the entire neighborhood is burned down. So they're trying to question her to see if her husband was in the home when it burned down and he's not actually missing, or like what. So I'm really intrigued to see what the rest of this is going to be like. So she just went down for her nap, so I'll probably continue reading that just because I could actually physically read it. And then later when she's like up and playing and stuff again, I can switch back to long shot, and we'll see where the takes us. I know my in-laws are going to stop by just to drop off a Valentine's Day gift for Sydney. Like I said, we are back in quarantine, so like we usually do driveway visits, so it won't be a long one because it's very cold outside, so I don't want Sydney out there for too long. So yeah, that's what our day looks like, and I'll just check in with you guys with my reading progress later. Did you put your boots on yourself? Yeah?
You on fancy feet? You definitely have fancy feet right now.
Hey guys, so it's 9:30 at night, and I feel like the definition of this vlog this week is just my brain is scattered and all over the place. So I did read during Sydney's nap, and I got to halfway in The Nature of Fragile Things, which is awesome, so that way I can finish this tomorrow. I did like the beginning, like I talked to you about earlier, and then it kind of like started slowing down, but then it hit a point where I was like, ooh, now I'm intrigued. So now I'm really curious where the rest of the story is going to go. I missed the live show with Brittany C. Cherry and Chloe and Bree, and I realized last night I like blanked on her username. Her username is Falling for Romance. I'll still leave everything linked down below, but they chatted with Brittany C. Cherry, but I missed it. My in-laws came for that outdoor visit, and so I missed it, and I'm like slightly really bummed, but I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna like at least rewatch what they did talk about, but missed that one. After we just hung out, we played with some Play-Doh, we read some books, we did the usual thing, had dinner, and then Sydney went to bed, and I continued to read a little bit in my Kindle. I didn't really want to get any further in this than halfway, because I did want to finish this tomorrow, so I kept reading Long Shot, and I keep wanting to call it Hot Shot or like Hoop Shot, but it's literally called Long Shot. And I'm now like 55% of the way through. I think I'm like on page 270 something out of 493, or something like that. I knew it was a dark story, but I didn't realize how dark it really gets, and it's probably, there's a character in here who is probably the worst character I have read ever. Like, I'd like to say, like, he's the worst person I've read in a long time, but, like, I think it's, like, ever. And that, I feel like that says something. So I wouldn't go into this thinking you're going to get a nice, light, fluffy basketball romance, because that's not what this is at all. Lots of trigger warnings for it, because it's very intense. So my goal is to go to sleep soon. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this tomorrow and potentially finish Long Shot tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna go to sleep and I will see you guys later.
Oh.
What you got? No.
Yeah.
No. You got what you wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing else up there for you.
Yeah.
No, there's not. Nope. Is it so young? Good job. Good job. You use your fork.
Cover.
Almost. Yeah, but Happy Valentine's Day. It's Sunday. Let me move you a little bit so the lighting's not crazy. So it's Sunday. It's about noon. We've just been plugging along this morning. We ordered breakfast in. We called my family. Sydney went and played outside with Daddy for a little bit. I've done very little reading because we've been just hanging out as a family for the most part this morning. So I did make it to page 320 in Long Shot this morning. Sydney did just go down for a nap, so we're gonna be placing a grocery order and then I'm gonna settle back in. Because she is sleeping, I'm gonna switch over to my physical book and hopefully knock out the rest of The Nature of Fragile Things, and then if there's any extra time I'll switch back to Long Shot. But that's kind of where we're at for right now. We don't really have any specific plans for later. When she wakes up, we're just gonna continue hanging out and see where the day takes us, but for the most part we're just chilling. So I'll check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm about to grab Sydney from her nap. I came so close to finishing The Nature of Fragile Things, but so close yet so far. I literally have just that little chunk left. I made it to page 296, so I've got about 60-ish pages to go, so hopefully I'll find time to finish this later, but I did come super close. I'm finding it intriguing. I'm not necessarily like loving it. Like I definitely think it'll be a 4-star read. I just feel like it's missing something and I like can't put my finger on what it's missing, but I am enjoying the experience of reading this one and I feel like it'll definitely make for some good conversation when we chat on Tuesday or Wednesday about this book. So I'm glad that I picked it up, but I want the ending to like wow me, just because obviously why wouldn't you want an ending to wow you? But I'm hoping to get this done later and I will probably tell you when I do. Hey guys, I swear I do leave this spot on the couch, I promise. So it's 8:11 and I have been spending the afternoon crying watching The Parent Trap. We basically, sorry, my phone was just dying. We basically got Sydney up from her nap. We just kind of hung around, played, and did what we normally do, but Parent Trap somehow came on and I was like glued to it, crying my bloody eyes out. We did have a really nice dinner, just a regular home-cooked meal, but it felt special. And I just came back in to finish The Nature of Fragile Things because I did want to get this done today. I just finished it, and like I said, I think it's going to be a 4-star read just because it does have some slow moments, and I don't know if it's because this wasn't what I really wanted to be reading this weekend, and that's why, because I'm very invested in Longshot. I have less than 100 pages to go in that one, and I really wanted to be reading that one, so I don't know if that's what made this one go slower. I do still think it was a really good read. I found it very interesting, and the commentary that it kind of has. So I did really enjoy it. I just didn't love it like I thought I could have. So it'll still be a 4-star read. I'm about to take a picture of it so I could post on Instagram, and then I'm going to go take a shower, and I think we're just going to relax for the rest of the night. So I'll probably end up finishing Longshot tomorrow, and then I think I might pick up that Madison book and see how it goes from there. So yeah, I'll probably see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. So it is now Sunday, right? Is today Sunday?
Monday.
Oh, darn it. Today's Monday. I was like really excited because I was like, wait a minute, it's still Sunday? That's great. It's not. It's Monday. Darn it. Only one more day of break. But it is about 11 o'clock. Sydney is about to have lunch and go down for a nap, but I did want to do a quick update and let you know that I finished my ebook finally. So I finished Longshot, and I'm so torn with my thoughts on this because I kind of want to give it 4 stars because it's almost 500 pages, which just felt very long for a romance novel. But at the same time, the message it delivers and the intensity that it does deliver feels like it kind of makes up for that. So I kind of want to give it 5 stars. So I think I might go in the middle and give it 4.5 stars. I'm a little mad because at the end it was like the epilogue, and it was like, here's the bonus epilogue so you could still see where they are now. And I was like, yes. And then it was just like author's note, the end, goodbye. And I was like, didn't you just promise me a bonus epilogue? So I'm gonna go hunt for that, I think. Because I'm really curious what that bonus epilogue entails. So excited about that. So like I said, it's going to be Sydney's lunch soon, and then she's going to go down for a nap. And then my plan is to film a video or two just to get ahead of the game a little bit. And then, like I said earlier, I do want to read that Madison's nonfiction novel because I always call it nonfiction novels. Nonfiction is not novel. But that nonfiction book because of the fact that it's President's Day weekend. So that's my goal for today. I do need to charge my Kindle. Not that I have any plans, but technically Brittany C. Cherry's new book and Candy Steiner's new book come out this week, and I'm going to buy them on Kindle Unlimited first because I'm on a no-buy. So I'm going to read them on Kindle Unlimited. So I technically do need my Kindle charge for later on in the week. So yeah, I will just check in with you as we make some progress through the rest of the day. Hey guys, so it's about 3:30. Sydney's been up from her nap for about half an hour, and I forgot that I wanted to update you. So I sat down to film at least 2 videos, and I made 7. I guess you could say 7.5 because I did one for somebody else, but 7 videos. Did not anticipate doing that, but I will probably thank myself later. So we are just gonna enjoy the rest of the afternoon before dinner. Since she is up, I don't know if I'll be able to start the other Madisons now, but my hope is to at least get a little bit into it just to see what it's like. So I will just check in with you probably like after she goes to bed. Hey guys, so it's about 6:20. Not much has changed. We spent the evening just hanging out and playing, and we watched Lady and the Tramp today. And just had a nice relaxing day. Sydney took her bath and now she's in bed. Patrick just went to go get Chipotle because we went to go make part of our dinner and it just like wasn't gonna happen. So we were like, I guess we're gonna go pick up Chipotle. So he's on his way to go do that. I have been like slowly plugging away a little bit at the other Madisons. My goal probably today is to get halfway while he's gone. I'm already on page 73 and I think it's 240 pages, so it's not too much farther until halfway. So I'm going to keep plugging along and trying to get halfway with this. I am finding it really interesting. It is something that I find that it needs more of my attention than like a pop up and down. So like now that like I'm alone and there's no one talking to me or trying to play with me, that I'm able to really focus and understand what's happening. So far I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping to, like I said, get halfway. We're gonna watch a movie tonight. I think we're gonna watch One Night in Miami, if that's still available. If not, we're gonna find something else to watch. So we're gonna do that and then call it a night. And tomorrow's Tuesday, the last day of the weekend, so it'll be the last day of the vlog tomorrow. I'll probably try to finish this and maybe start one more thing, but we're just gonna see what happens, because I feel like this whole vlog has been kind of like, I might do this, I might do this, I might do this, I might do this. So we're just gonna see what ends up happening. So probably see you in the morning. Hey everybody, I thought I updated you in the morning, but I guess I didn't. It's about 12 o'clock. We just put Sydney down for her nap for the day. I'm about to go clean the shower and take a shower and fold laundry and just get myself ready for the week. Today is the last day of the vlog because I go back to work tomorrow. So it was a nice long weekend to do this. I did this morning finish The Other Madisons, The Lost History of a President's Black Family by Betty Kearse, and this is a nonfiction novel. I don't know if I talked about it too much when I said I wanted to read it. This is a nonfiction novel that Betty wrote, and her family through oral history has basically told her that she is not only the daughter of a slave, like not a daughter of a slave, but like descendant of a slave, but she's also the descendant of James Madison. And it's kind of, she's finally going to be the griot, which is kind of basically the family historian. Each generation has a historian that like passes down their stories, and she has chosen to be her generations. And so her mother has passed down information and different stories, and she is kind of wanting to look into her family's history and see if she could find her relatives and see if she could actually find the connection to James Madison. And it's really the importance of storytelling and knowing your history and knowing where you've come from. And she's really trying to find, is it a good thing to be a descendant of James Madison, or is it not something to be proud of? So like she's really doing a lot of self-reflection as well. She goes to Africa, she goes to Portugal, she goes to Virginia, she goes to Texas, really trying to find her roots and her family. And I thought this one was really well done, so I'm glad that I ended up picking this up. It doesn't count for any prompts for Black Author Readathon because a lot of those are romance, and this is not romantic at all. So but I'm still glad that I was able to fit this one in this month because I've been wanting to read it. I haven't had the time, so I'm glad that I finally had the chance to do so. I'm about to, like I said, clean the shower and do lots of things around picking up. So I think my plan is to listen to, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the 2.6 novel in the Reluctant Royal series. I think it's called like Can't Find Me Love, or it's not Can't Buy Me Love. That's a different book. Movie in its entirety. I can't remember what it's called. I'll leave a picture here. But I think I'm going to try to listen to that one as I clean, because I want to be listening to something while I work. So I'm going to get down to business doing that. I have no idea where I want to go with my physical TBR after that, so we're just gonna have to see what ends up happening. But I'm gonna go get working, and I will check in with you guys probably this afternoon or tonight. Hey guys, so it's about 2:30 and I thought I would do an update. So like I said, I like cleaned the shower and folded laundry, and now I can't stop smelling bleach. So I came down here just to get away from it for a bit. Sydney's been fighting her nap, so I don't know what this afternoon is gonna end up looking like. Not that she's fighting it, she's just literally in her crib playing. So we'll see what that does to our afternoon. But I did finish the audiobook for Can't Escape Love. That's what it's called, not whatever I was calling it in the last clip. So it's just a novella. It was like 4.5 hours, but I put it on 2.5 speed because that's what I've been doing for the series. And it's not my favorite. I gave it 3 stars. In this one, we are following Portia's sister, Regina. And she she got sick. I think she was like in high school when she got sick. And so now she's in a wheelchair and she's trying to run her own business, and her family just always thinks of her as the smart twin. So they kind of just rely on her smarts while they think that like they don't do a really nice job comparing the twins. So her parents are kind of jerks and I don't like them. But she's suffering from insomnia, and I guess months prior she was listening to this guy's like podcast on solving puzzles. So she like writes to him and is like, hey, you're the only way I can fall asleep. Can you like do some recordings for me so I can listen to it and fall asleep? And he's like, well, how about like instead like I call you at night? And he's like trying to make a escape room for an anime convention, and he's stuck because he doesn't really know what's happening in this, like he's not doing the anime justice. So like they end up coming out with like a way to work together where like he'll help her fall asleep and she'll help him with the escape room, and it's their love story. And I just found that there was a lot of just anime talk that I can't relate to. There are a lot of like X-Men references and things like that I couldn't relate to as much, and I just felt like their romance was very fast. Obviously it's a novella, so it's gonna happen quick, but I don't know, I just didn't love it as much. And there was a scene that really like took up the end that I felt was not necessary, because it was basically just recapping an event that had already happened in book 2. So I just felt like something else could have been taking place instead of taking us back to that scene. So I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of this one, but I'm still obviously really excited to read book 3, which I will probably start tomorrow, because that one will cover the fake dating trope. So I will be starting that one tomorrow, which you won't see because it's a vlog that ends today. So that's my plan for that. For the rest of the day, though, I think I'm going to start I Want to Be Where You Are by Christina Forrest. And this is about a girl. Oh, lost my voice. A girl who I believe wants to be a dancer, but her parents kind of don't want her to be. And so she makes this plan to drive to the nearest like audition for this dance conservatory. And the only way that she can get there is with this like guy that she really is annoyed by. So I thought that this might work for enemies to lovers. It's also super short, so it might work. So I'm going to give this one a try and see how the rest of the day goes. So I will just check in with you guys later. everybody, so it's about 10 o'clock and I wanted to do one final update after Sydney chose not to take a nap. We ended up going for a walk and we just kind of hung out and had dinner. Sydney ended up going to bed around 6 like usual, and then after she went to bed I ended up finishing I Want to Be Where You Are by Christina Forrest. So this was such an easy, fast, lighthearted read. I literally read it in like 2.5 hours. So it is about a young girl, like I said earlier. She wants to be a ballerina. She wants to go to this conservatory, but her mom is very like strict and kind of likes to have things orderly and does not want her to go. Her father passed away when she was 3, so her mom doesn't really like to take chances too often. So her mom is away on vacation and she's like, this is it. I'm gonna go sneak to DC and I'm gonna audition for this ballet conservatory. And before she goes, her old friend, who has now turned into her enemy, is like, hey, blackmail you pretty much. You need to drive me to the train station, take me with you. And it ends up being their kind of like road trip slash trying to get to this tryout, and them kind of reconnecting their friendship and kind of a enemies to lovers type of romance. I thought it was really cute. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I think I would have loved this so much more if I was a 16-year-old girl, but obviously as a 30-year-old woman I expect a little bit more. Her love interest is a smoker, and it like harped on that a lot, and I don't understand why that was such an iconic like plot point for this character. I don't know why he had to be a smoker. I don't know why it was such a big deal, because it mentioned it many times in this little book. But I did think it was sweet. I did think it was cute, so I'm going to be using this for my prompt for a enemies to lovers type of romance. So yeah, so I would say that this weekend was an incredible reading weekend for me, because I was able to get through so many books, whether they counted for the Black Author Readathon or otherwise. I can't even like think of all the ones that I finished. I finished Duke by Default. I finished Once Ghosted, Twice Shy. I finished The Idea of You. I finished, what else did I finish? The Other Madisons, this book, Can't Escape Love. I feel like there was something else that I finished. Oh, The Nature of Fragile Things. I just like went crazy this weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It's been so weird trying to vlog again. I feel like I don't know how it came out because of the fact that I haven't vlogged in so long. I feel very out of practice. So hopefully this will get me back in the swing of things to do some more vlogs in the future. Let me know your thoughts down below on any of these books if you've read any of them, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye everybody.